With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air. And got his man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Mike 54. Gun. Keep it up, guys. Mike 54. Where? Mike 54. Let's go, defense. I'm on. Kill. 14.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Touchdown, Seahawks. Extra point forthcoming. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Mahomes now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hope. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. What a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Able to find his target here, Largent. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Largent. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Go. Hey, 0. 50, point left. Hey, it's just me and you.
Wilson will throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike 5-4. Yellow. He's coming. Hey, 43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4. Hey, right on these two. I'm here all day. 54, Mike. Yellow. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And caught by Cruz. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
43.
On first down, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
54, Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Hey, 43, 15.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
380. Mike, 54. Let's make these big. 95.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, 14.
Now Wilson. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Let's bring it. Look at. He's checking Craig. Quick there. 49. Check 49.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yellow!
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shoot. Check nickel. Check 24.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they'll let it go. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your catch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It won't be a... But it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
The gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Get your swerve on. Right there, 54, right there. Yellow. 54 is Mike. Hey, tight, tight.
Mahomes going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, one set, one set. Check, Mike, 54. My dude, fellas, let's go. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Rolling to his right, and he's going to keep it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Alert. You think you won't get this? Shit. Check your hot read. Run left. Run pass. One set. Check, Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Giants nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 43. Watch the 0-15.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Yellow. 180. 54. Mike, 54. Hey.
Now Mahomes. A beautiful fake. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Show it up. Smoke. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Able to find his target here, Largent. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard. Touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Now the extra point. And He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Giants nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight. And it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Bang out, bang out. Bam, bam. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Go 14. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. One left. Check, check. Press.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the deep? Defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go. Here, 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor and his Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
And his throw here's incomplete. Herman Moore is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Hey, yo, go going.
Too little, Captain. Deuce. Right there.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
He wasn't ready.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a give right side. Sanders. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the
Friday.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, get away. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Check.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Right there. 54. 54 Mike.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey. Mike 54. Y'all not ready.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Check.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got his target. That's Moore. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Mahomes to throw once more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Keep doing that.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good on field and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Hey, 0.
Set the tone.
Good. 4 down.
Defense, let's go.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Check. Watch 54.
Pick me up.
On second down, Lynch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Say.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Check three.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Easy. Hey, 43. Undercrunch. Watch switch.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Alert flare. Rush in. Check three.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
54 is Mike.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Right there, 54 Mike. Switch up.
that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 9, check 9. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch, switch, switch. Gun, gun, gun. Check 99. Gun, gun.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Right here, right here.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's our time. It's our time. Check. Crunch. 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 Kill, 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 kill.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Going for it with Sanders. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 53. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then...